Thanks for tuning into our Brake Basics playlist. I'm Noel, the trainer here over at Buchner Manufacturing. Today we're just going to take a minute to introduce you to the different parts of your Van Mark brake. First off, I'd like to talk about the cam lock system. If you notice, it's kind of an oblong shape, and then you have a sloped wedge at the front made out of vinyl. So when you open your brake, notice here, it actually gets thicker as it goes down, and that gets thicker as well. So it's locked into the groove. As it comes down, it creates a pressure which locks your material in nice and firmly. Next are the military grade aluminum castings. They're very strong and they're made to withhold all kinds of pressure when you lock your pieces down. Third, we have our power bar. It's built in with the nose. This is where all your bending action will come from. Fourth, we have the power hinge. Together, they operate for a nice smooth transition for your bending. Once you have your material locked into place, this moves freely on the hinge, creating your bends with the nose piece. Next up, we're going to talk about the locking handle. When I say open, you pull this way, it opens up the jaw. When you're closed, that's just fairly closed. If you put it down, with these, they lock everything in firmly, so it's never going to move on you. Once you have your material locked, you need to use your bending handles. This is kind of nice because you have two separate handles. One can be for each guy if you're bending heavy material, because it is capable of bending up to 24 gauge. Next, we have our multi-gauge. If you look closely, it has all the different degrees. This is great, so you get the exact same bend every time. You bring up your apron, and if you look closely at that, you'll see your vinyl strip 90 degree lined up. You'll have a 90 degree bend. Next, I'd like to introduce the trim cutter. If you notice, it has guide wheels built right onto it. They're built to go right onto these runners, these little beads that you see. Okay, we've touched on the guide wheels. These are the cutting wheels. Right in between there where the two wheels meet, that's where your actual metal's going to cut. Let's click it on and give it a try. Make sure you're fully seated in there. You can tell by the easy movement. Your cutting wheels are 1.5 inches off that nose piece, which you can see clearly with the tape measure. The multi-gauge, again, is 1.5 inches off of there. It's designed on purpose like that to line up with your mark so you get accurate cuts every time. So I've marked this out at 12 inches with the white marks. I'm going to put that into place, line up our multi-gauges with the mark. You see they're both lined up. Lock it really tightly because you don't want your piece to move. Now that we've removed the gauges, you can see this is 1.5 inches off the nose. That's where the cutting wheels are going to go. Your cutter is engaged. Keep pressure on the back, not on the front, and just push straight through. As you can see, it cuts clean every time and accurately. The nice part about the trim cutter, it extends the life of your brake by protecting it. If you don't have one, you're going to have to use a utility knife, which you're going to run along the nose, which is going to damage your nose. And eventually, if you skip off, you're going to leave marks in your hinge, and eventually it'll lead to wearing it out or even breaking it off. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for our next video to learn common terms and techniques on the brake.